Hey YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Shenzo Plays. I am recording this intro on July 10th, 2025, for the second part of my marathon blueprint stream from May 18th. It was kind of my last hurrah live stream. Um, there will be more blueprints content afterwards, but for now, this was the last Twitch live stream I did way back on May 18th. I streamed for over 9 hours on this game, and quickly realized you guys probably don't want to watch a 9 hour video, so I'm breaking it up into parts. This is part two. Part one will be dropping as of this recording tomorrow, July 11th, which means this part will be dropping on July 18th, next Friday. You'll be able to see here, I believe this is day 28 and 29 in this video, and then day 30 will be part 3, which will drop on the 25th. So hopefully you guys will enjoy these next two parts. Thank you guys very, very much for watching Blueprints. There's a lot more to come. Every other Blueprints video that will drop after this part 3 will be exclusively for you guys. It's a YouTube exclusive, so I really hope you'll enjoy it. But you guys know the drill by now. Please consider dropping a like, a comment on this video if you like it. If you want to see more of my content, you can hit that subscribe button. Hit that alarm bell if you want to get notified when new videos drop. And of course, you can follow me on all my social media down below. But thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you will enjoy part 2 of my May 18th, 2025 Blueprints Marathon. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Sorry, I'm trying to open up this packet of Ritz crackers and failing miserably. Gosh, I don't know how I managed to butcher this so badly, but here we are. I swear, I don't normally have this much trouble opening up crackers. Speaking of which, hi Tanner. Tanner's here. He wants his cut. There you go, Duke Groovy. All right. Got our allowance, which is now 16. We also have this package. Let's see what we got. Almost forgot about this. Amateur lockpick kit and 2 gems. Not a bad start. I swear, if I draft the tomb after missing out on the fire, the glass thing again, I'm gonna be so salty. Okay, none there. But let's get the tool shed. We'll get the 2 items to start. And it looks like we get the sledgehammer, and we get the shovel. That's a really good start. Gonna be honest, that's a pretty darn good start. It's all right, Tanner boy. Well, let's get the workshop. Why not? And we get the battery pack. Sweet. Now if we find the broken lever, we can get either the power hammer or the power shovel. Conservatory, I think, is always a must-draw. Like, when you get it, I think it's just a fantastic, fantastic piece. Got a coin? I'll take it. What are we adjusting? The East Wing Hall, the trophy room, and the ballroom. Okay. You know, I don't think I've ever gotten the trophy room before. I don't think we've ever gotten it, and it costs 5 gems to draft. Jesus. Well, let's put it to standard, not common, but standard. Because, yeah, I think this is the only room I haven't gotten yet. East Wing Hall. We'll also put this standard. And the ballroom. I think unusual's fine for the ballroom. It's solid, but it's one of those you gotta, like, be very strategic with. You know what I mean? So I think unusual's fine for the ballroom. But, yeah, getting the trophy there, I think, will be pretty good. Her ladyship's chamber is only from south-facing doors. That's good to know. Corner and bookshop is only draftable from the library. Okay. Kind of knew all that, but that's still really good to know. Like, that's a really good confirmation. Let me just look around and see if there's anything else I missed or overlooked. Don't think so. Alright, so... I think we gotta go to the den here. Like, normally I'd be all over security, but... I think we go to the den here. Courtyard could be good. Storeroom could be good. I say we go the courtyard only because there's a chance there'll be an item in there. And it'll pay for itself and give us a +1. Got some coins. Nice. More coins. Ooh, secret garden key. That's extremely useful. Good boy. Alright, we can get the storeroom, the nursery, or the passageway. I feel the nursery would be really good, but... I don't know. I kind of want to save up my gems on the off chance we actually get the trophy room. Right, Femzy? Yeah. My gut says storeroom, so I'm going to go storeroom. Honestly, I didn't really want to draft any of these here, but wasn't really happy with that drafting pool, that's for sure. But what are you going to do? Closet, utility closet, or the laboratory? Do I really want to seal this entire area off already? Not really. So let's go to the lab and get that experimental feature. Hopefully that'll help. And maybe there'll be a key card or something in here. So, just so you guys know, my current goal is to try and get the freezer. So, trying to draft the furnace and the freezer close together. That's kind of the strategy here. That's what I'm focused on. Whenever you draft an archive floor plan, a letter will be delivered to the mailroom. I think that could be useful. You draft a shop room. Yeah, let's do this, and that way it'll motivate me to get the it'll motivate me to get the archives if they come up. All right. I don't really want to lose half my steps. So observatory it is. I didn't really want to spend that gem there, but maybe we'll get one back here depending on the number of stars we have. Everything is 50% off today. That's kind of legit. Now we just need a shop. Sale! I think we'll go with the corridor here, just so it's guaranteed to be unlocked. Thought about getting the east hallway, but again, just the lack of options. Commissary could be good, but I kind of want to go with the parlor here. Alright. Let's see if I can get 3 gems. Only one box displays a true statement. The gems are in the white box, and the gems are in the black box. Okay. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Well played, Stexon. Well played. Let's see if I guessed right. Boom! So I know I didn't say it out loud because I had my mouth full, but my thought was, this is basically, if this is false, then the other two have to be true. Which is not possible. So, if this is true, that only one box displays a true statement, this would be the only box, and therefore they're not in the white box and they're not in the black box, so they have to be in the blue box. That was my reasoning, just so you guys know. Need a specific version of a specific item and you chose the wrong one. No, Femzy, I'm so sorry. That's never fun. Alright, West Wing Hall. I think this will be a good one to get. I guess we'll get the servants' quarters. This feels bad, but I don't like either of my other options here. Though I suppose I could just draft the chapel and not get it. I want to save the reading nook. I'm going to be honest, I was hoping to get her ladyship's quarters, but that is not the case. Could get an extra key. Just close the game and reopen it without ending the day and try again. There you go. Well, good luck, Femzy. I believe in you. Yeah, let's go servants' quarters. We'll get that extra key. Maidenless. Yes, Aaron, I know I am. Do you have to remind me consistently? Gosh. I'm kidding, Aaron does not remind me, and that is absolutely not what she meant, for the record. Had it all and then tossed away by being dumb, then you reread my notes and realized where you messed up. Well, definitely been there, Femzy. Definitely been there. Secret garden key. Secret tunnel. Through the mountain. Secret tunnel. Through the garden. Pull the lever! Now there's fruit everywhere. And we found an old shoe. Well, I suppose it could be worse. Pro tip, if you break things with super sledge that never repair themselves, keep that in mind. Okay, sounds good. Wrong lever! Well, I can't say I'm a fan, but let's get the Chamber of Mirrors here. I think it's time. So now we have to get to the other side. I I think I had solved this room once before, and I think I screwed up. But maybe today's the day. We can get security, we could get a bedroom, or a secret passage. You know, secret passage could just get me a shop I need. And it might even bypass the cost, which would be pretty cool. We still do have the entire, like, east wing of the house, too, which is kind of nice. You know what? I'm going to go for it. We're going to use the secret passage, and we're going to go for a shop here. Mount Holly gift shop. Everything half off. That could be pretty good. I didn't get the one I wanted, but I think the Mount Holly gift shop is a really great draw. So if everything's half off, except at the gift shop, son of a biscuit, it's not half off. I was thinking we could get the swim trunks. But that's okay. Son of a biscuit. Lock pick. Get some more keys, but keys I'm not really worried about right now. Get another observatory, which is funny. I think we'll go with the bedroom here. I just don't want to spend any more gems than I have to at this point. Oh, look! A reroll. Nice. Alright, we'll use one of my keys. Drawing room. This will at least pay for itself, so that feels pretty good. Yeah, let's get the drawing room. Because again, this will pay for itself, so... Mm-hmm. Silly says they'll also lead a way out, which is true. And it's the way into the antechamber. So we got the basement key again. Don't know if we'll need it, but I figure I'll pick it up since we made it all the way here. Also, with this run, there's a very good chance we'll, there is a very, very good chance that we will, what's it called? Make it through the, be able to get back to room 46. Hopefully it won't end our run this time, though. Alright, walk-in closet to get more items. Observatory or the boudoir. I feel the boudoir is probably the way to go here. Because it'll give us some more rerolls. And it will pay, it'll give us another gem. Which is going to be really important, I feel. You alright there, Tanner Banana? I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like any of these. Reroll! Trophy room! Nice! Let's get it. 5 gems. Give me all your gems, please. And it's the very first time that I've ever drafted this room. And yeah, we only have the one. We have 2 trophies so far, and I think we need 8. We're getting close, though, I think, to the parlor game one. Yeah, we have 26, so we're doing pretty good. We are missing quite a lot of rooms, though, from the directory. We don't have the full house yet. We haven't unlocked all 8 realm sigils yet. Curse mode, dare mode, 1-day trophy, trophy of speed, buy out the entire showroom. Okay. Yeah, we should have 2 trophies in here. Okay. Not a bad little room. Glad we got it. Rotunda, which is absolutely free. This is a great draw right now. Yeah, let's get it. Thank God for axing the price on that, huh? Okay. Let's rotate. Man, this is a good place to have the rotunda as well. Rotate it again. I want to try to get this, like, corner room. Hopefully we can get something good, like a decent shop or something from it. Okay, this way. Can't pick that lock. That's unfortunate. But we can pick this one. So we can get the commissary. And also, what's kind of nice is we can rotate these while we're in here, which is another reason why I wanted to get this room. So let's rotate the floor plan, please. Please and thank you. And yeah, the conference room looks a lot better now. So we'll get the conference room here. I know we could get the commissary, but I don't know if they'll even have any items we need. Like, we need to get the broken lever. And now if anything spreads, it'll all appear here, which is good. And this will give us multiple doors, which is the other reason I wanted it, if I'm being completely honest. Alright, we can get the wine cellar here, which we don't really need. The corridor, which is always unlocked, or the office. I feel the office is good because this will give us a lot of money. And plus, we're sitting at like 9 gems right now. I kind of wish I could rotate it, but beggars can't be choosers. We still have the rotunda as well. And it'll give us another gem. Can't run payroll yet, so spread gold in the estate. Found an apple, which is good. We'll open that up. Oh, I did just realize, though, that I did block off the Chamber of Mirrors. That's unfortunate. Whoops. I should have rotated it the other way. I wasn't thinking. That's okay, though. Lost and Found. I think, though, I'd rather re-roll here. Like, the boiler room's fine, but I don't need the boiler room at the moment, so Lost and Found would be good, but I don't like the rotation on it. So, plus we lose 1 random item, which is fine, I guess, but let's redraw. Oh yeah, I like this better. Let's get the courtyard. We'll get the courtyard here. More money! And then I do know we have a ton of money in the conference room, but we'll go back to that here in a second. Got a coin. Got another, hopefully, nope, pebbles. I was going to say hopefully we'll get another coin, but not quite. We can get the dark room here, servant's spare quarters, or the walk-in closet, or we could re-roll. I think I'm going to redraw here. We'll re-roll. Get the den, or the billiard room. I think the billiard room, because this will probably have a key as the reward. They usually give out keys here, so... Alright. 12. 20 divided by 10 is 2. Where's 2? Where's 2? There it is. Alright, we have 12 minus 4 is 8. Times 2 is 16. Divided by 16 is 1. 1 plus 5 plus... or 1 plus 4 is 5, rather. I skipped ahead there. 1 plus 4 is 5. Plus 3 is 8. Minus 7 is 1. Times 18 divided by 3 is 6. And a silver key. We got a key. Alright, let's head back down into the foundation, I guess? We can dig some stuff there. I do eventually want to go back to the conference room to collect all that money, but, we should be able to dig a couple spots here. Nothing of interest, okay. Unfortunate. Turnip. Not bad. And nothing else. Alright, so we will, Oh, getting the pool here is pretty nice. Because we do need that pump room. That is something we need. So we'll get the pool. Commissary here could be pretty good. I think this is a pretty good draw. We can see at least what they have on sale, since there is a 50% off sale right now. So, gems, banana, and sleeping mask. Yeah, Staxton, once you unlock the basement door with the key, it's permanently unlocked. We'll get that sleeping mask just because it was, like, I think only, like, 4 gold, so... We can get the observatory or the hallway. I think the hallway's the way to go here. Locksmith would be good for keys for sale, but I don't want to block this area off. So we'll go hallway. And then, yeah, we've got gems for sale if we need them. But yeah, that way we have, you know, more doors. Okay, I cannot pick that door's lock. So... Luckily, we definitely have options. We're not short on options today. We'll head through, back through the office, grab all the monies. Monies. And there should be more fruit scattered throughout the house, too, which is kind of nuts. But that's the secret garden for you. Okay. You know, we did have the silver key that I could have used now that I think about it down there for the hallway. But let's rotate. We'll rotate in the rotunda. And actually, now that I think about it, using the silver key here might not be bad because we do have the Chamber of Mirrors. So let's use the silver key here. We get another rotunda. That's hilarious. A den or the dark room. I think we'll go with the den here, because that'll at least open up another door into the Chamber of Mirrors. Though I did make a mistake already. Just, you know, not great. Well, at least that opened up something, so we didn't get locked out. Let me go back up through here. I'll rotate this. We'll just see if we can advance, and if we can't, no worries. I can't pick that door's lock. Okay, so we gotta go all the way back now. Just double check. I kind of ran through there without even seeing if there was fruit in there. Like a big old dummy. Yeah, buying that sleeping mask will help a lot. We could buy the swim trunks. Just be sure to bring some keys, it says. Okay. But I would like to hang on to my money for right now. Head back in through the secret garden. This will open up another thing, give us another diamond. And unfortunately, I think that's the end of our progress. We can't move anywhere else. Dang. Chamber of Mirrors did not work out for us this time. But that was my fault. If I hadn't rotated the conference room the wrong way, then we would have had access. So that's entirely my fault. Orange? Just checking again for any fruit. Oh, we got a green apple. Apple. Making sure there's no key card or anything like that I missed here. Nope, think we're good to go. Back down through the den, and then apple here. Nice. Let's see, is there anything over there that I missed? There is an orange in the storeroom. I think that'll cancel itself out, but why not? Oh, orange is worth 5, actually, so that's going to be a net of 1. Not bad. Banana. Apple here. I don't think I can make anything else. And now we're all the way back to where it all began. Well, we can get the vault immediately there. That's hilarious. I think I want to go the reading nook, though. Because there's a chance we can get to the bookstore, which is the whole reason why I wanted to delay this. And it'll give me a key, so we can advance anyway. Library is good, so we'll get that. It'll give us a gem. We have volume 3, 4, and 5, which is nice. So we'll get a new clue again, since I apparently misunderstood something there. We got the bookshop, Or we could get the treasure trove. I think the bookshop is where I want to go, though. And since this should be half off, I'm spending that. We now have all the books from the bookshelf, which means I never have to draft it again if I don't want to. Unless, of course, there's something in here that I missed, but we'll tackle that as it goes. All right. I'm gonna go to the nursery here. All right, now we got to run all the way back. It's a long run, but we have a key, so we can advance. Go back through there. Really wish we could have opened more stuff in the Chamber of Mirrors this round, but like I said, I made a mistake, so it's not gonna help us this time. Kitchen, bedroom, corridor. I feel like the bedroom is our best option right now. Corridor is nice because it would guarantee us at least another room, but you know what? We'll go corridor. Bedroom would have given us some more steps, but that's okay. Dining room is perfect. That's exactly what we needed. We got a lunchbox, and we have a meal. I think we passed on the boiler room. Tired the day and did the thing. Hell yeah, way to go, Femzy. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Freezer could be really good here. It would save us 30 gold for our next run, potentially. Though what we would use that for, I don't know. Or I could get the treasure trove, which would give us an additional 10 and allow us to continue at least on the north side of the mansion. Thing is, I'd have to get the furnace down below for this to work. Let's go with the treasure trove. We just won't explore that quite yet. And I can't pick that lock, and the basement key probably won't work. Damn it. Oh, that's okay. Yep, need a key, which we don't have. I don't think the commissary is selling them. Closet could give me a key. Coat check could let me put an item away, but I don't know if there's anything I want aside from the lockpick. Foyer would mean all the hallway doors are unlocked. That would unlock the hallway down below, right? If I got the foyer here? So that could give us some more rooms, potentially. It would dead-end this section, but we'd be dead-ending no matter what. So I gamble and hope for a key or go for the foyer? Let's go with the foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked. That could be very beneficial. Hey, Zeijutsu. Yeah, we have made it to room 46. I potentially could even make it back to room 46 today. Pretty easily, I think. So we might do that. We'll just eat this now and get all our steps up. But yeah, let's but yeah, right now we're just I'm just trying to find some other secrets that I don't have. Problem is I don't really have a clear picture of what I'm looking for at the moment. But that's okay. I did, and the room stinks. Unfortunate. Okay. Yep. So I gotta go here. Then here. Then here. And this should now be unlocked. Okay. We can get a whole bunch more diamonds. We can do the parlor again or the billiard room, but either one of those would end our run. So I think we want to go patio, so that'll give more stuff in the more diamonds in the conference. Give me a key. Coin. Damn it. Show me a key. Old shoe. Damn it. Alright. So no matter what, this is going to dead end us here. Because I don't have any rerolls. Man. Oh, there you go, Femzy. Femzy's mind has been blown. Alright. So that's going to dead end us there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back down. We're going to get room 46 again. I don't think they have any keys. Yeah, I think they only had diamonds. I think they had the mask, diamonds, and like one other thing we don't need. So I'm going to head down. We're going to unlock... I didn't even get the pump room too, man. Ah, feels bad. We're going to hit room 46 again. Because I imagine that's got to be important. Alright, thanks, Aaron. You have a great day, okay? Appreciate you. Always nice to see you, and congrats on your successful support-a-thon. Alright. Let's head back up. Back through the conference room. And we'll re-enter room 46 for the second time. Maybe there'll be a key in there. Who knows? It could even be a boat. What's in the mystery box? Little surprised you didn't run into any keycard doors, right? Yeah, that is actually pretty surprising. We didn't hit a single one this run, which is, kind of weird. We just hit normal doors. Man, you know, a freezer would be super nice if I could draw that, but, I cannot, unfortunately. Because I think the only door is the dining room, and we're locked out of that. Stinks when you even have lockpicks and you're like, oh yeah, let's nail that. But, you know, the nice thing, oh, I just dead-ended myself there. Just wasted 2 steps like an idiot because I didn't pay attention. So one of the... Well, Femzy, real quick, let me just ask you real quick. Before I go in there, if I hit room 46 for the second time, will that end my day like it did the first time? I'm a little paranoid about that, I'm going to be completely honest. Nope? Okay, cool. Because there is something else I would like to do. A sanctum key. The first key found here on the furthest rank, the second locked tight in a vault of a bank. Third is high up among all the clocks, and the fourth down below beneath all the docks. The fifth key is held by a king on his throne. The sixth in a station left by one of your own. The seventh is major if you draft it quite late. And the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. Okay, let's write all this down. It only ends the day the first time. Okay, that's good to know. Alright. So I take it this sanctum door goes to the door, one of the doors down there. Welcome to my next major puzzle. Thank you, Femzy. I appreciate it. That's what the image is showing you, yeah. That's what I thought. So this goes to the underground where the switch is to even get in here. So there's 8 keys. Furthest rank, which we already have. Okay. The crown of the blueprints. Form a ruby crown of Orenda Aries, recently set with freshly cut sapphires. The first time you draw a red room while drafting, you may remove it from today's draft pool. If you do, gain 1 and redraw the floor plans. That's kind of nice. So it does reward you for coming back here. 8 realms in 8 months. Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of clocks in the den. But I have reason to believe it's the clock tower. Let me just put it that way. I don't want to do like anything too spoilery, but yeah. Marigold. That's the same one we had before. The secret room is not as secure as you thought. We have your letters. 8 letters, 8 payments, 100 gold, instructions to follow. Sure, Stexon. Alright, I should have enough steps to get back down to the foundation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I should be fine. Looks like a lockbox in the den's fireplace with a unique-looking keyhole. Yeah, it could be. Definitely could be. So we just got the swim trunks. Get to the den, you'll get a good look at it. Yeah, I'm not going to try to get to the den right now. Although, actually, we could. There's a den literally right here. So yeah, we'll, let me just rotate this and we'll at least take a look at it. Yeah, right here, right? Yeah, right here. Yeah, it could be. I mean, high up among the clocks, it could be. But I do have a reason to believe that, I do have reason to believe that it may not be the den. Could be wrong. But I do think it could be the clock tower. But yeah, that's a good thing to note, that it absolutely could be there, 100%. where a king sits on his throne. Let's go see. Do 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 do. Yeah, I'll just say this, that I got some information that indicates there's a puzzle in the clock tower, and it just makes me feel with, like, a lot of these, like, they're not straightforward. You know what I mean? Sigils. Okay, so this is the sigil thing they mentioned earlier. Got it. Okay. Let's take a look. So the centerpiece doesn't change, everything else does. Have you read any books mentioning any specific time yet? We did read the first edition History of Orindia Ares. In your notes, what did it mention there? Give me 1 second. I want to solve this first real quick, Femsy. Sorry. But I will check that for sure. Okay, I think it's this one. Okay. So this is what I have. But it's not giving me the right... Okay. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, for this one in particular, I'm pretty sure I have it right. Ah, son of a... Not cool, man. Not cool. Okay. Yeah, so this is what I've got. So I can just read everything, because this is Orinda Aries. I have that symbol. It is train/locomotive. It is fog, metropolitan, and the background color is green. So this is one of the ones I actually have all the way through. I took very detailed notes on these sigils. So is it the one detail I have wrong on the screen, or the one I just read out loud? I imagine it's this guy. Yeah, red is the wiggly. Should be this one. Well, this came directly out of the book. I copied it directly from the book. So... yeah. When I got the full sigil... yeah, everything I have matches my notes. Yeah, there's no inconsistency with my notes across multiple locations. Well, if my notes are wrong, then the book in the game was also wrong, because I literally pulled it directly from there. And now I'm actually starting to get pretty annoyed. Because this was the one from the book. I only remember that because I copied it exactly. Yeah, I think so, Femzy, because I'm honestly really annoyed because I literally copied this directly from the book. Everything here. So, I'm gonna have to go back and double check it, which I can't do for another, like, couple rounds, because it would be in the library. I don't have the right color. Okay. So let me take a look at all the colors then. Oh my god. This puzzle is pissing me off. It's not red. It's not purple. It's not white, it's not black. It's not pink. It's not yellow or orange. So the only one it could be left is violet. And no. Yeah, so I have 8 colors, 8 borders. Alrighty. Yeah, this is the one I got straight from the book, and the border I have is just the single lines, which is the only one that can be is green. None of the others make any sense. Not with what I copied. Because I even drew pictures. That's why I'm pissed off about this, is because I even drew pictures. So I want to be clear. I'm not mad at you, Femzy. I want to be very clear. But that's why I'm annoyed with this puzzle, is because it's like, I literally drew pictures. Femzy, I don't remember the puzzle, which is why I haven't said anything, because I'm going through my notes and I'm looking at my actual pictures that I've taken, along with my other answers that I've gotten from the other clues, like in the classroom. And this one specifically, I remember I drew it. It's the first one I drew, and it's the first one that I had all the information for. So I don't remember that puzzle. Oh, the puzzle box. Okay, the puzzle box. So that was black. But that does not match my drawing, even closely. So somewhere there was a mess up. Yeah, I had no doubt that you were, you know, telling the truth, Femzy, but what I'm saying is that I literally copied this particular one directly from the first edition of what's it called? Of the Sigil book that I got a copy of in the library. So I'm gonna have to go double check. But like that's why I'm annoyed, because all my notes are saying that it was green. And I got everything else right. Yeah. There's no way. Something happened. Something happened, because yeah, there's no way that matches. I'm gonna have to go back and double check. The only thing I can think of is that I had the wrong border, which doesn't make any sense. But yeah, Arinda Ares was the one I found all the information about first. Alright, so number 1 in that list, Arinda Ares was number 1. On his first journey. Mora Jai. Alright, let's see. Tyro shifts to the right. Alrighty, let's figure this out here. So those switch across, and this one goes up. So the key here... yeah, Femzy, I already read it. It's just instructions on, like, how it works. So, like, as an example, it says that the black one will shift everything to the right. Yeah, I'm doing my best, Femzy. I'm doing my best, and thank you again so much for all your help. But I'm deliberately pissed about the other one because, yeah, I'm actually like really pissed off about it, trying not to be. So, working on it. Got it. Okay. Got it. Again, thank you very much, Femzy. Much appreciated. And I do apologize for getting annoyed there, but I'm just baffled by that. Because I'm pretty sure that's the one that's straight out of the book. And all my notes, even the drawing, are all consistent. So I'm just very, very frustrated with the idea that that is not correct. Very, very frustrated. Yeah. Well, Femzy, that's why I'm glad that I'm getting help from, like, you and Stexon and Silly and everyone else, right? Because obviously, if I had been doing this by myself, I would have been absolutely, beyond pissed, right? But yeah, no, I'm honestly, like, really annoyed because I don't know how well you can see, but I had very, very clear notes and a clear drawing I had to edit. And I had everything else right. The only one that I have the full information for is Fen Aries right now. And because my memory isn't perfect, and neither am I, what I'm now wondering is that maybe it was Fen Aries that was the direct copy, and Arinda Aries I got from somewhere else. I'm pretty sure that's not the case, but I've been wrong before, and I was clearly wrong about that puzzle. So that's probably what I'm going for there. Also, hi Mama Humbug, sorry. I know I haven't been talking to chat, it's because I've been honestly pretty annoyed and didn't want to say anything, say anything bad. But it's good to see you, Mama Humbug. Welcome on in. I do apologize there. I don't get frustrated often, as I'm sure you guys know, but it's like... What you guys just saw is probably my worst habit when it comes to puzzles. It's like, I take a look at my notes, it's consistent all the way top, and it's like, why is this wrong? And I just get really frustrated with that. So it's probably my worst habit. Yeah, so silly, like Femzy says, we had, I don't know if you were here, but you know where we crossed the gears, to get into that room? Uh, we, I got to the boiler room to unlock another piece, and it had the same type of box. We just solved that one first. Um, so that's why it was like I kind of already knew what happened there. But yeah, okay, let's think here. What do I want to do? Spent all our money. Only got 7 footprints. I don't think I can even make it to another bedroom. Let's see, that would be probably 2. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I wouldn't make it. So, okay. I don't think there's really anything else I can do here. Not with 7 footsteps left. Thank you, Mom. I do appreciate that. And I do apologize to YouTube, too. I try to be optimistic and upfront, but it's like, man, all of my notes say it's this. And what I don't understand is how I got everything else right and not the border. And I guess the way I'll have to do that is go back and look and see what I did. But not going to worry about it, because Femzy's the greatest. But I do appreciate it, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. Yeah, okay. So, we have our new puzzle within a puzzle. We also checked that, and Orinda Ares was the first realm visited. Oh god, I just thought of a possibility. Hey, Femzy, can you save me a big headache? Order of Realms visited. They live in Fen Ares. That's confirmed. Like, it was on the postcard. The first one is Orinda Ares, right? The one we just did? It's not, oh, technically I was already visiting Fen Ares, so that's number 1. Right? It's not going to pull that bullshit on me. And that's a spoiler, you don't have to answer it, but, like, that's just the immediate thought I just had, like, oh no. Are they gonna do that? Document the dates. Oh, I didn't write down the date. Well, we'll go back. We'll go back. Thank you. Thank you, Femzy. I appreciate you. I hope you know that. Again, I do apologize for getting frustrated. But yeah, that is definitely my worst habit. Yeah, I did get that, Femzy, but thank you. For those that don't know, Femzy just confirmed that once you open the Sanctum doors, they are permanently unlocked. I'll just go back. We're here. I might as well do it while I'm thinking about it, and I don't have enough steps to really go anywhere else anyway. At least not that I can think of. So, yeah, we will press on. We will press forward. And we'll just go back. No big deal. Well, it's kind of a big deal, but I'm not going to make it a big deal, you know? I just assumed it was first because in his, in the what's it called? The postcard, that's the word I was looking for. He says it's the first one. In what order? Road has taken me south to begin the journey by visiting a fragment of the Old Kingdom. And let's see. I don't see a date on here. It's going to Fen Ares. Like, this is the only thing even close to a date, but I don't know. Not all of them have dates. Okay, cool. So I didn't miss anything then. Thank God. Yeah, it's absolutely wrecked me earlier. I'm still mentally recovering. Oh. Got it. Okay. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's first because he says to begin the journey. So, yeah. But I will keep that in mind for future. Okay, and I think we'll call it a day there. I can't think of anything else we can do. We didn't get the pump room, unfortunately. Couldn't solve the Chamber of Mirrors puzzle. Could be in the den. But I think the next key is in the clock tower, I'm pretty sure. And then one's in the vault. One is beneath the docks in the reservoir, but we need the pump room for that. And then the other 4, I don't know about yet. So, yeah. But I see what you mean, Femzy, about puzzles within puzzles. It never ends. It's like the song that never ends. It just goes on, my friend. And some people started singing it without knowing what it was. But yeah, one is most likely down there. So that's something we're going to have to do next. All right, we're going to call it a day. Rare Shenzo crash out, everybody. Femzy, thank you again. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you. You know, one thing, though, that does bring to attention is that so far, I'm missing 2 realms entirely. I only have 6, and there's 8 of them. So, I have Fen Ares, Arinda Ares, Iraja, Cora Rica, and Arch Ares are the 6 that I have. So there's 2 more that I don't know about. So that's something I gotta do. I gotta identify what the other 2 are. And even then, I don't have a lot of information about Iraja, Cora Rica, and Arch Ares. I only have their colors. So I imagine that will probably get more revealed in the classroom? Hopefully? Maybe? Room in the underground, by the way. Round stone room. Yeah! Okay, it was... Okay. Because I remember copying it exactly from that. So... Yeah, okay, so Fen Ares was the book then, right, Femzy? Fen Ares is the book, and then that's from the round stone room with all the torches around that I gotta light. So, yeah. Yeah, okay, how on earth did I mess that one up? Because I clearly did. Huh. Well, no use stressing about it. Many other places, and not just one time either. Yeah, I've seen a couple hints of them around the mansion, but I didn't. I can tell you for sure, I did not know what they were when I remember seeing them. It was one of those things. When I was editing my blueprints videos, I went back and went, "Oh shit, that's that thing! It's the thing! It's the thing, guys!" This game. Okay. Sorry. I just had a near heart attack. But luckily we dodged that bullet, at least for now. For those watching on YouTube, I don't know if I said this, but I found out this past weekend that my job could potentially be in jeopardy due to factors outside of my company's control. I'll just leave it at that. And I just got an email from HR about salary, and I'm like, oh no, did I just get fired on a Sunday? I did not, in fact, get fired on a Sunday. But if you're wondering why I'm a little more wound up than normal, I'm gonna blame that. Ooh. HR emailing on a Sunday. Yep. 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 That's why I was terrified, Sexton. That's why I was terrified. Oh, this choice hurts my soul, guys. It hurts my soul. The schoolhouse, I think, would give us more information on the on the 8 sigils. The trading post has an upgrade slot, and the tomb is one of those where we need to solve the puzzle. I have not passed all 8 classrooms yet, Stix, and I have not. I've only gotten through 1. And I guess there was something I could do in the classrooms. I was hoping there'd be an item in here, but I don't think there is. Sexton has theory. All right. Is it a game theory? But no, seriously, please continue, Sexton. I would love to hear it. Wow, this is a pretty lame opening, I have to say. I guess I'll go the servant spare quarters just to get a key. Not happy about using that so early, but we'll get the reading nook here. And we can draft the library. Magnifying glass. All right, that's kind of nice. You get the library here, or the parlor. I think we'll go library, just since it's guaranteed. Here's a new clue. Route 8. Depart. Keep left. To Tanner Fork. On the right. Dead end. Record. Each. Stop. Okay. For those that don't know, Femzy is making sure I'm writing everything down so I don't have to do this a third time. If you want to know the kind of friend Femzy is, that's the kind of friend Femzy is, just so you guys know. Heals with me when I get upset, patiently corrects me, and makes sure I don't fuck up a second time. Oh, I'm very lucky, guys. I'm very lucky. Femzy, I definitely appreciate you. Femzy says, it's just me trying to help another friend avoid excessive headaches when possible. Thank you, because I get migraines and they're not fun. I've taken wrong notes for one reason or another, and you get that frustration having to go back. Yeah. I think the part, I want to be clear, when I got frustrated, it was not with you, but it was like, okay, either I took the wrong notes, which I don't think I did, because I was very consistent across multiple places. So And I tried to be very careful with that because I knew the sigils would be important later. So that was more of a frustration for myself because the answer is either I messed up or I got something wrong in the game. Either way, the fault fell back on me. So if that wasn't clear, I do apologize. Okay. So a new clue. Let me see. Do I have room where I put the rest of the new clue shit? I don't think so. Actually, I do have room. Yay me! Yay! Okay. So the signs are... Yes. Stexon, I will say this. Stexon asks, is there magnifiable text throughout this book? I'm going to say yes just because I already did it earlier. The first time I got this book out. So, Femzy wants me to write down all the signs. So we have, in order, that's Route 8. Depart. Keep left. To Tanner Fork. Looks like to the right. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Dead end. Okay. Record. Each. Stop. And then the suspect is a key. It's not a minor, and it's not major, and it's not a minor. Okay. I think I got all the signs. Oh, there's another one on the way. Man, I get the frustration myself for the exact same reason. So detail oriented, I get upset when I make a mistake like that. You've also been working on forgiving yourself more when it happens. Yeah, I gotta do that too, Femzy. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think I've done a pretty good job of not letting it, like, hammer, but there was definitely a moment where I'm like, I just had to, like, remind myself to breathe, which is why I wasn't responding to too many, you know, chats at the time. And I do apologize for that. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta take a deep breath. Okay, so I have Route 8, depart, keep left to Tanner Fork, take a right, dead end, record each stop on the way. I have no idea what that means. There is one other thing I want to look at real quick while we're here. Okay. That is 100% a hint for later. Okay. Thank you. So if this is page 1, starting on the titles, with the cipher, Violet is page B, word Y. So for me, that would be because the cipher goes X to Y to Z to A to B to C. That's the clue we have here. Like this. So the way, is it telling me to shift all letters of the word one letter? Maybe. Maybe that's just what it is that it's giving the actual information. No, but that still doesn't land because we found in blue like there aren't 26 pages. Let me just check something. Let's just see if it even comes up with it. So if this is page 1, here's page 2. Word Y is 24. Or, I'm sorry, 25, right? So here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 would be 2. If you shift everything over, that would be U and then U and O P Q L M N O P. It would be UP, so it would be up. It would work. That would work. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I'm going to make a note. So alternatively, if you do it for everything. So it's books in the library, most likely. The way. So location, library, and then the colors. Page C, word A, word page B, page C. But in Swimbird, there isn't 26 pages for C. Interesting. Well, let's just assume we have it right for now. I'll just put question marks on it so that way I know it's not set in stone. And I'll try to just put a separate section for the cipher, I guess. Good to see you, bud. Okay, and then assume I'm just really overthinking the hell out of it. Page 3, word 26. I'll just make a note for both and see if it works. So here's page 2, page 3. Nope, I think it's right. I think we've got it. I think it's the way it works. You have to find the right page and go from there. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Because yeah, page 3 has pictures. There's no text on it. So yeah, you do 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I think we had it. I think we had it right. But I'm still gonna leave my notes there. So okay, cool. I think we're pretty good there. We'll come back. We will come back another time. Classroom. Yeah, let's start drafting these classrooms. Although we do need gems, so maybe getting the wine cellar here won't be bad since we're so early. Let's get that so we get more gems. And look, a shovel! Hell yeah! That'll help. Okay. Cool. Okay, let's take a look here. God damn, this game is so layered. Pisses me off. No, I'm kidding. It's actually really great. Really great. Alright, let's see if we can get another classroom. Nope, but we can get a den. That'll open us up to some more. And potentially, like Sexton says, maybe this is a hint. Maybe. Maybe it has to do with both the clock tower and this. I don't know. All right, here we go. Classroom number 1. So it said something about beating all the classroom assignments. And then they have this here. Like, is there a way to get the assignment? Or is it just... Do you want the answer? Not the answer to the solution, but... So in the library, just hear me out and see if there's any 2 spoilers, but it says something about, do you complete your assignments? And for me, my thought is, oh, well, you know, I've already looked at this and taken the notes, so I could tell you what all the colors are, but... I don't know if, like, I have to, you know, I can't, like, fill it out. It doesn't look like, right? Like, I don't have to fill out an actual assignment sheet here, do I? Because that is one of the things I noticed is, like, the last time I drafted the classroom, I never got a second classroom. So that's what I'm wondering is, like, do I have to fill out this assignment? And if so, how do I do that? Am I missing something? It feels like I'm missing something. Because I can read off the answer to the last time we got this class in the classroom. Outside room is the schoolhouse. Schoolhouse is the outside room, which adds 8 classrooms to today's draft pool. Yeah, grade 1. This is the only classroom I've ever drafted, and I also solved it already. So the lesson I took, again, this isn't spoilers, we've already done it. Let me just grab my notes. Man, this was a long time ago. So yeah, classroom grade 1. On here, red is the hydrant and the cart. Purple is grapes and iraha, or the one that looks here like an hourglass. Orange is pumpkin and Cora Rica. Yellow is banana and Arc Aries. And so this is one of the ones that was wrong. And then green is the broccoli and the lizard, and then blue is lake and the blueprints. Maybe you should go to class more. Okay, so just keep going and hope to draft more classrooms. Got it. Message received. Well, parlor will be probably pretty good here. Alrighty, let's get it. Let's get it on. Gems are in the only box with a true statement. One of the other boxes is true. The gems are in the only box with a false statement. Okay. Well, one of these is true and one of these is false. So I gotta figure out which one's which. One of the other boxes is true. The gems are in the only box with the true statement. The gems are in the only box with a false statement. Actually, I think no matter what, I think it ends up being in the blue box. So, if this one is true, then this is the only true box. Ergo, it, well, no, actually, if this one is true and this one is true, then this one becomes false. And then, if this one is true, then that means this one is also true. So, there's only one false box. That's the logic I'm pulling from here. And I'm sorry if I skipped a step, but if either one of these two boxes are true, then that means that this box is also true. Ergo, if this box is also true, one of these two boxes has to be true. So, let's see. The gems are in the only box with the true statement. Indicates that this one is false because it implies there's only one box with the true statement. Which, if this one isn't true, then neither of these can also be true. Meaning all three are false. Meaning this one has to be true, this one has to be true, this is false, this is true. Boom. Final answer. I got it. Dang. Terrible draw. Well, at least if I got this, I could potentially get some useful items. So... oh, we could buy gems. And the running shoes. Blue, final answer? Damn it, Stexon, when you're right, you're right. You know, what can I say? When you're right, you're right. Alright, I want to hang on to my money. But it's good to know we can get the running shoes and the sledgehammer here. I don't think we have had a, I don't think we've had a need for the sledgehammer or the running shoes just yet. Hey, Raynella, welcome back. Well, we have to go for the boiler room, which sucks, but otherwise our run ends. We could do the corridor or security. I actually don't want to spend too many gems. So we're going to go corridor here. Hey, Sabrina! Long time no see. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Got a turnip. And nothing of interest. But welcome on in, Sabrina. How you been? Hope everything's going well. Coin. Take a coin. Whoops, didn't want to go that way. My bad. Classroom! Definitely drafting that one. Maybe that'll take us to grade 2. And we can get the bedroom here. I don't really like this layout, but we'll take it. Doing well, enjoying life. How am I? I'm doing good. Had a moment of frustration earlier, but otherwise things have been really good. Been under a lot of stress. Not to excuse it, but been under a lot of stress recently. But overall, things are good. I can't complain too much. All right. Hey, look, we made it to grade 2, everybody. Find the sum without using signs. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Look at the colors. I think these colors may match what we did on the dartboard game. Remember that? They look really familiar. So you got 5 out of 12 right here. God, they're making us do math? How dare. Femzy, I would like to note a formal protest. Too much math. That is all. Too much math. That is all. Alright. Classroom grade 2. You've been painting and collecting Pokemon cards again? Hell yeah, that's awesome. Femzy says I haven't even gotten to the fun part of the fun math yet. That's awesome. 9 out of 12 here. Okay. Looking good. And yeah, if the colors match up from the dartboard game, that looks pretty good. 9 out of 12 here as well. 7, 13, 4. That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 12 of them. Okay. I wonder why this is here, though. Like, why? Femzy, is this supposed to teach you the dartboard game? I imagine this is supposed to teach you the dartboard game. That's my guess. Because, yeah, this would be 7, 13, 4, 1, 4, 12, 10. This would be 7 minus 3 is 4. 6 minus 4 would be 2, so that's one of the ones that's incorrect. It's a partial hint towards it? Okay. Should I write down all this information? Like, do I need these specific numbers? Because I already have the colors and what they mean, like, in my notes. So. And then this is probably the other one that's wrong. Actually, no, that's 6 times 1 times 3. Yeah, 18, so that would be wrong. Because I can write all this down, but yeah. Black hint car where you need the magnifying glass. Yeah. Yeah. Might not need this exactly. Okay. So, what I'll do is I'll just move on for now. But yeah, here's yeah, this is what I figured is you look at the colors and this is what this is what you're supposed to get from that is the multiplication. Although it is weird that they put 8s on the side. I don't understand why they do that. And it's bothered me for a while. Alright. Let's not use a key just yet, because we might not need to. Yep. Courtyard, I think, is the way to go. It'll give us more diamonds. Infinity is one of the motifs. Yeah. Pebbles. Oh, look, a crate. We could really use that sledgehammer now at the commissary. Maybe I'll go buy it. Gotta use one of my limited keys here. Music room. I really want that music room. But I'm going with the hallway just so I have a couple more rooms. Potentially to get, like, more keys. And that sort of thing. Patio, that could be good. It could give us more gems. Or we could get some rerolls. Or we could get the storeroom. I'm going to go the storeroom here. Rerolls are nice. Joined Discord and shared a couple of your little paintings. Awesome. I can't wait to check them out, Sabrina. Thank you for joining. Maybe there's one of the deep puzzles. Yeah, there's been a lot of those, silly. There's been a lot. Okay, kitchen. Okay. A Bonanza playthrough is up for grabs? Yes, it is, if we get the support for it. It is absolutely up for grabs. Before we go to through the chapel too many times, I'm going to go back and buy the sledgehammer. Oops, wrong way. But yeah, we unlocked an original Metroid playthrough. By the way, if you have not voted in the poll, I think the poll is due to expire very, very soon. I think within 24 hours. So I highly recommend... I highly recommend voting in it because I believe we're tied. So if you want the future for what we're doing, please go in and vote on that. Thank you very much. Figure the running shoes will be a good investment now, so I don't have to keep running back and forth, like if I need more gems or something. Thank you, silly. Yeah, like I said, if you haven't voted, please do, because I believe it was tied when I checked earlier. So, and if it's tied, that means I'm the tiebreaker, which means I get to decide. But I want you guys to have the power. The power! Unlimited power! Alright, don't feel like using the key just yet, unless I have to. Yep, okay, I got it. Then we're going to use a key this way. Secret passage, the hallway, or the observatory. I think I want the secret passage here. But what do I want? Do I want a hall? Do I want a green room? Do I want the key to the bedroom? Do I want a red rover? Or do I want a market? You know, I think I might go for the market just to get the key room. To try for that. Worst case, I could end up with like the kitchen or even the what's it called? The gift shop. Oh, could also give me the aquarium. That's kind of nice. Yeah, so it really depends on what I want to do here. I already spent all the gold I really had. So the armory doesn't make a ton of sense. The gift shop was mainly there because I remembered it had 3 doors. I was hoping the rotation would be better. But I think we'll go with the aquarium since it's one of everything. And... oh, look! Broken lever. Old shoe. Damn it. Alright. Hopefully I will get a classroom here. Oh... hey, there's the locksmith I was hoping for. Always fine. This will give us some more rooms at least. All right. Chamber of Mirrors. Ooh, that could be good. Could be very bad. I could use the trophy room, but that would dead end that area. Still getting 8 additional gems. That would pretty much solve my gem problem. Chamber of Mirrors, you need to be able to get to the opposite side. That's a bit of a gamble, if I'm being honest. But you can draft second copies of rooms in your house. So we could potentially get, like, another den, or another wine cellar, or reading nook, or library. Chamber of Mirrors, let's go for it. Why not? Yep. So I've noticed there is a pattern with the Chamber of Mirrors. I don't know how often it holds, but it does feel like that's always the first area to check. All right, we got a classroom. I think we should go for the classroom. Grade 3, science is fun. Is science really fun, though? Is it? So yeah, this is the... colors of grade 3 is science. One out of 3. Use the elements below to form the answers to each of the questions. So yeah, we have water, W-A-T-E-R. Then we have ice, and W-A-T-E-R-I-C-E. And then we have, let's see, so we've used these. Steam. So it's, yeah, I think this is teaching us about the lab, would be my guess. Not 100% sure, but I think that's teaching us about the lab puzzle we had. And how you use the periodic table to spell out a word. Pretty sure that's what this is. So we already got that one too. Okay. And it's locked. Son of a biscuit. That means we don't have a way forward. We only made it to grade 3, guys. We're a failure. A complete and total failure. Dang. That's unfortunate. Yeah, Chamber of Mirrors was not a good choice after all. But we're not quite over yet, because if I remember, there's a single dig site left in the schoolroom outside. Meaning... oh yeah, and I forgot, sledgehammer. Yay, a key! We're not out of the game yet. Alright, let's go to Chapel here instead. I have a grade 3 education, that's right. Courtyard, dining room. I feel courtyard's probably a good way to go here. Get a duplicate of that. Give us 2 rooms. Maybe a chest, some dig spots. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. And a metal detector. Oh man, if we could open up new rooms, maybe we can find more keys. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. Alright, gotta have a key. A coin. Unfortunate. Well, we can get the treasure trove. Could be a key in there. Or we could get the corridor, which is guaranteed to be unlocked. Only reason I don't want to grab the classroom here is because it would, unless there's a key inside it, we would not, be able to move forward. Lion King 1.5 is your favorite, one of your favorite movies. Hell yeah, Sabrina. It's a good movie. It's a good retelling of the original Lion King, that's for sure. Okay. I'm gonna go the corridor. Maybe there's a key in here. Maybe. There's something on the ground. Damn, it's a coin. Cloister. Parlor. Security. I kind of want to get security only because it could check if there's anything I missed in the house. I'm going to go against my gut and go with the parlor. And there's no key. Oh! Wow. Okay. We got lucky. That door was unlocked. We'll go with another classroom, and I'll try to solve another logic puzzle. This is the only true box. Gems are in the other box with a true statement. One of the other boxes is true. Okay. Is sitting on the remote in the theater? I know, right? Okay, one of the other boxes is true. The gems are in the other box with a true statement. And then this is the only true box. I think this is false. Because if this one isn't true, this is the only one that identifies where the gems are, right? So, one of the other boxes is true. If this is false, then it would still be true. So this one has to be true. Therefore, this one can't be the only true box. This is true. So therefore, the gems are in here. Man, I'm good. What can I say? Classroom number 4! Oh, hey, this is useful. Here's the map of geography where we can identify the realms. This is going to be very, very helpful. And oh my gosh. Are those the missing 2 countries? Mora J and Vera? I think so. I think so. Man, Pemsey was right. I did need to get a better education. Note to self, never doubt Pemsey. Arch Aries, Arinda Aries, Iraha, Nuance. So, Fen Aries is not one of the 8 countries, I think. Arc? No, it is. It has to be. Arinda, Nuance. Yeah. I just don't see it on this map. Four out of 7. Okay. I hope this isn't a political statement. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, there's new ones. So I had a list of 5, which means I was missing 3. Maps are a huge solution. Yeah, no, I think I know exactly where it is. Weird that I don't see Fen Ares on here. I wonder if this is Fen Ares just by you know, by process of elimination. South Key, there's 8. Sacred Circle, 8 degrees. Tor. Rotation around the sun. Box, 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 sun. Oh boy, this is gonna be a lot of note taking. So YouTube, I will be right back. I don't think you guys need to sit here while I go through everything. We'll review everything at the end. So I'm gonna pause the recording. I'll be right back. Okay. Hey YouTube, welcome back. Sorry about that. I just took a lot of notes. It was a lot of drawing. I kind of had to half-ass some of it. But there's a lot of information here. So basically, we have the list of a whole bunch of new countries, including where they're located. We have the 2 sides of the planet. We have the 24-hour devoted moon and the rogue moon. That's how long the cycle is. I'm assuming that's day or night. We have the seeker of the signs symbol. We have the outer circle. We have the 3 of tides. The Isles of Orsay. We have the Et sphere, which contains the countries of Arc Ares, Orinda Ares, Araha, further Nuance, which might be a part of Nuance, and Nuance. And then we have over on Moraven, we have Morajai, Kokorika, and Vera. We also have the North Circle, which has like an eye in the middle of the water, kind of spreading out to everything else. The South Key, there's the 8 or the infinity symbol on an island. And then we also have the Spiral of Stars, which seems to indicate that like everything's going to eventually crash into the sun, which is honestly pretty disturbing. And then the Sacred Circle, which I have no idea what it means, but there's a lot of data and degrees and numbers and stuff. So that's what you missed. It was a lot. I think that was probably like 30 minutes of note taking, something like that. It was a lot, and we haven't even gotten the assignment done yet. So we have here kind of a very blanket, area. We know where some of them are. We know what some of the countries are, but here, as you can see, there are 7 that need to be named. We actually know some of them. So what I'm hoping to do here is to go through and list all the country names again, and I'm just going to write down a name and the symbol and go from there. So that's the thought. So we know a couple of the symbols already. So I got to pull up the notes from that. Like we know Araha is the hourglass. But I do just want to like confirm that because God, my memory's already been shit for this playthrough. So let's go back and get everything. But yeah, so we have Orinda Ares, we know. We have Fen Ares, we know. Fen Ares, I believe, is just a pentagram. Like a... Not a pentagram, but a pentagon. So we have, let me get Arc Aries here is the little like double mountain one. So that's what that is. It's like a little double mountain guy. So that's actually correct. Iraha is the hourglass looking guy, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm just double checking. Sorry. Yeah, Iraha is the hourglass. Then Arinda Aries is the little guy with like, it's like the bump. Which we just did. We don't know Nuance, Morajai, but Kokorika we do know. We found that earlier. And Kokorika is the V for victory. So that leaves us with Nuance, Morajai, and Vera that I don't think we have. And we're just going to have to kind of rule it out by, by hook or by crook, I suppose. So we know one's a diamond, one's the symbol, and one's the arc. Those are the three we don't have. So let's try and figure this out. So Araha's in the right place, Arc Aries is, and so is and so is Orinda Aries. All three of those are correct on this sheet, meaning that the four they got wrong. If it's a C minus out of 7, C minus out of 7. I think they'd have to get 4 right in order to get a C minus, right? No, not even. They'd have to get, I think, 5. Yeah, so they have 5 of these correct here. So now we got to figure out which ones. We know 3 of them. Actually, we know 4 of them. Yeah, and so I can say that Kokorika, the V is correct, and then all 3 on the right side are correct, on the right side of the sheet. I know you guys probably can't see, but it's the one like right behind my webcam here, just like that. That's the one that is that one is also correct. So these 3 are wrong. So we can say that Morajai and Vera are not correct, and neither is Nuance. So let me write all these down. And actually, I'm going to take a quick potty break. I got to use the bathroom. So I'll write them all down, and then we'll resume, YouTube. Sorry for the 5-minute. All right. Hey, YouTube. Sorry about that. We actually hit the recording, and we just had an incident in my Discord server. Nothing serious, but we just had a scam bot. So, had to do mod work for once. And I know there's a meme about that. I'm not going to say it. You can't get me to say it. Okay, maybe you can, but it's going to require a lot of money. And by a lot, I mean maybe a little. We'll see. I can be bought, is my point. Anyway, so here we are. We're back. We have a list of all the countries. Again, big shout out to Femzy. Thank you so much for not only helping with this, but also for helping with the other thing. But I'm just going to create a list of the countries and try to create everything. So hopefully we will be good to go. But we have, let's start with Fen Aries, which is the, if I remember correctly, I have too many notes. I may need to move all my notes to digital, if I'm going to be honest. That might be the way I have to go, because there's so many of them. But Fen Aries, sorry, I'm going through all my notes, guys. Apologies. Fen Aries has the Pentagon. Fen Aries has the Pentagon. Wait, was Fen Aries the one that was split? So maybe that isn't the country, and maybe it is. No, it probably is. They probably consider it its own thing. No, it was Arinda Aries or something. No, it was Azura was the one, and it split Arindia. Yep. Okay. Okay. So Fen Aries, we've got that. Next one up is Arc Aries. And that one is the little dude with the mountain. So it's got the tiny mountain, then the big mountain. And that's the one, chat, right here. I don't know how well you can see that, but right here. Then we have Orinda Aries. And that is also correct. Then Araha, which has the hourglass. Nuance, which we don't know. At least not yet. Then we have Morajai, which we also don't know. Vera. And last, Cocorico, which we do know. And that's the V thingy. And so I kind of went with Fen Aries as the exception because I think Fen Aries is like inside Arc Aries. It's like in between, I think, Orinda and Araha. Or rather, Orinda and Arc Aries. I kind of basically went like, just so you guys know, it's like basically from like top and then moving leftward. So it was like top, moving left, top, then moving left. So that's kind of the way on the map I organized it, with the exception of Fen Aries. So we know that Nuance, we're pretty sure that they've got one of these three right, because you get a C minus is 5 out of 7. That's 71%. And the other two are wrong. So these other three symbols, the arc, the diamond, and the little, like, what looks like a soldier battalion, quite frankly, are incorrect. Two of them, one is right, two are wrong. So let's go take a look at the next guy. Also got a C minus, 4 out of 10, 4 out of 7. But actually with this one, it's a 4 out of 7. So C minus is considered 4 out of 7 here? Okay, so that means there's 3 wrong. So we know Arc Aries is correct. Araha's correct. This is incorrect, because that's Fen Aries. We also know this one's incorrect, so these two are wrong. This is wrong, so these are the 3 that are wrong. It's this one, and this one. So that means that the diamond is Nuance. And then we have Morajai is the battalion. I think. And so that would mean Vera is the arc. Now, I'm putting this down in my notes, but let's make sure we're not wrong. So let's go find someone else, because they'll probably reveal it. 5 out of 7. So this is right. That's right. That one's wrong. That one's wrong. That one's right. Man, is it trying to say that Orinda Aries is Fen Aries? Because I know that's not right. We just solved the Orinda Ares one. I hope this isn't a political statement. Yeah, so Fen Ares, it considers Fen Ares and Orinda Ares are... Oh boy, okay. So we have to throw out what we know there. They fused together. So I'll get back to that in a second. So we know this one's wrong and this one's wrong, which means all the others have to be right. Yeah, Fen and Orinda are separate places. But the only way this works is if they refer to this land as Fen Ares, though. That's my issue. Because we know this is Araha, and that's Araha's symbol, so these two have to be switched to be 5 out of 7. The fake passport is for Fen Ares, yeah. That's why this isn't making any sense to me right now, but... Of course, it is also in the third realm, which I think, according to the history, Orinda Ares, or Fen Ares, wasn't founded until after the third realm. I'll have to go back and check. I did take notes on that. You're correct, but keep in mind they are represented separately. Yeah, because they're two different realms, right? Because of the history book. Like, I think Fen Ares is the quote-unquote old name, but not really. It's weird. It's like one of them... They rebelled. The city rebelled. I remember that specifically. It was blood, it was horrible, it was a coup, all that other fun stuff. Yeah, was one, then the other. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I bought the first edition one. Yeah. So that's what's throwing it off, is that I guess that here in these school teachings, they don't recognize Orinda Ares as like with that symbol. They don't recognize that kingdom. But yeah, here it is. Orindia was split into Orinda Ares to the eldest to the eldest son, Arc Ares to the youngest, Iraha to the middle daughter. Orinda Ares was moved from Reddington to Oris. Learson of Fen declared himself king. So yeah, it's Fen Ares that these guys don't recognize. But Fen Ares is currently in power. So they call Orinda Ares Fen Ares, and Orinda Ares is what fell. Yeah. No, it did, silly, it did. It was a big help. It was a big help. I'm saying it out loud because I'm streaming and also because I'm recording for YouTube. So yeah, so it is officially recognized as Fen Ares right now because that's who won the coup. But it was originally Orinda Ares. And Orinda Ares is that's why they were making a joke about the political statement, was because Fen Ares overthrew Orinda Ares. Yeah. Yeah. So we have everything correct then. So Nuance does have that. I had Vera and Morajai flipped. But this is correct. Yeah. I have a pretty good memory when it comes to history. And I specifically remember that story because I took a lot of notes on it. But yeah, Fen Ares, which is what they are currently recognizing here, um, it used to be Orinda Ares, and that's the key. The key here, it says Third Age, Third Era. And according to the history books, I believe that the coup took place in the Fourth Era. At least I think it was. It was either the fourth or the fifth, but it was after the third. So this is the old map, not updated. So this would say Fen Ares now if this map was of the Fourth Era. So that's the key there. Sometimes I have brain cells, guys. Sometimes. You're seeing the worst and the best of Shenzo today, guys. I hope you're happy about that. But okay, yep. So we've got it. So let me go fill in this stuff. And according to the Seeker of the Signs, Costa Rica's at the center of everything, which is interesting. Christ, how much is there to this game? According to Femzy TechWiz, a lot more than what we've seen. Alright, so Vera has the little battalion guy. Morajai has the arc. And then Nuance has the diamond. Yeah, you did not lie. You did not lie. But yeah, so here's the hint, is that this is Fen Ares, and here's Oris, Colossus Orinda, the Royal Museum, and Fen. Morning Bay and Reddington. So you can tell that, and then with Arc Ares above and below, that's what we need. This also, I feel, is going to be important. So I'm going to at least write it down. That I'm going to try to get some of the symbols. So, you know, Fen has the red castle. So I think that's the 8 kingdoms. Or the 8 realms, I should say. But yeah, so we have the red castle. I'll put rook because it looks like a rook. Fen. Royal Museum. Just kind of try to replicate this to the best of my ability. And then Reddington has the mountain. And I don't know what that is. Just saying that the stage of the game you just unlocked is still not the final stage either, because you already got hints for puzzles after you figured out Mech's story stage. Yeah. Keeps going and going, spirals outwards forever, which is heavy motive in the game as well. No, that is true. As you mentioned earlier, spiraling towards infinity is a thing. Okay, and that's not labeled. And doors locked. So, no luck with the key. So let's go out to the classroom and see if we can dig up a key out there. So I don't think there's anything else left for us here. So I think this is a locked door. Yep. Donate more money to the piggy. let's see. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get a key and we can continue. Yeah, we only made it to grade 4, guys. Give me a key. Oh my gosh, look at that. Hell yeah, freaking clutch. The run continues, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. We are getting into the part of Shenzo being delusional. Doing an 8-hour stream so far. Okay, now we have a choice. We can go through the courtyard or one of the 2 classrooms. I kind of feel like going through the secret passage into the classroom because there's a chance if we could go lower. So, which hopefully will have less chance of being locked. Hopefully. It's okay, Tanner boy. Gotta go fast. Come on, shoes. Give me some extra hits here. Into the hallway. Can't go through the chamber of mirrors yet. Alright. Well, the garage would give us 3 more keys. Guaranteed. Would also lock off most of that area. What are you guys thinking? Should we gamble with the gift shop or go for the guaranteed keys? I feel like going for the guaranteed keys is the way to go here. Tanner, what's up, bud? I think Tanner needs to go out. I'll be right back. Hang tight, everybody. Femsy says keys. Well, I said earlier, never doubt Femsy. Just checking to see if there's anything out here. Oh yeah, we did learn the reason why the driver kept going missing is because he was smuggling moonshine. Which was pretty funny. Alright, now we gotta go back. Hopefully I have enough steps. Hopefully we can maybe get the dining room. That would help a lot. Meow! Alright, courtyard. Use a key. Yeah, what's up there, Mongo? Well, at the very least, we can get another classroom. I think that's worthwhile. Going on to grade 5, everybody. Okay, so this is the hint to the other thing. Two things that share all but one letter in their name. So that's what grade 5 is. Hi, bud. I got a very noisy, needy cat here, ladies and gentlemen. And a very noisy, needy dog who wants to come back in because he heard the cat. Alright. Be right back again. Okay, sorry about that. So, grade 5 is portrait hints, which we already kind of knew. I'm just going to explore. I'm not really in a rush. But, yeah, so that's an F. Acorn and corn. And then, root and robot, maybe? It's a B, so... It's art class. Alright, use another key. We can get the Great Hall, a pantry, or the storeroom. Oh. Honestly, these all kind of suck. So let's redraw. Kitchen! Hey, we could get a little bit more steps. We do have the foyer, but not here, unfortunately. Not in this iteration of the mansion. Yeah, kitchen is what I was gonna go with, because it'll allow us to, get some more steps. And maybe there'll even be a key on the floor. Yep, key on the floor. Hell yeah. We don't have a lot of money, but that's okay. You get another bedroom or a pantry. Pantry would give us some more money. I don't think the goal is to hit the antechamber this time. So I think we go with the pantry here. And we used our last key. Well, reading nook. That'll give us another key. Now we go through the kitchen and we get... Start with stupid money now. Yeah, I think we start with like 18, which is pretty good. I can't really complain about that. But alright, let's go. We have 8. We have 2 red rooms in the mansion. So I think tomato soup is still good because that'll give us 10. Alternatively, we could just spend 8 and get 15. So yeah, let's just get the club sandwich. You start with 65. Okay. Now we go to the corridor. Ramp up pretty quickly. Okay, that's good to know. Puzzles and solutions are new things that just bring you a ton of them. Yeah, sounds about right. Okay, well, the servant spare quarter seems to be the go-to here. This will give us, I think, 4 additional keys. I think we'll have more keys than rooms with this, but that's the way it goes. Checking to make sure there isn't anything else. Alright, trophy room. West Wing Hall or coat check. There isn't really an item I feel we need to check in. If I did, I would probably pick the metal detector. And we only have 2 more rooms we could possibly get because of the way our mansion layout is. Only downside with getting the garage is, yes, it did advance us. It was a key thing we needed. The only downside, though, is that it did block off that entire wing. I feel conservatory is the play here. And didn't find anything. Got an apple. And a single coin. Vault! Adjusting that rarity. Let's put that down to unusual. So it at least shows up somewhat frequently. Storeroom, commonplace is fine. And the pool. Pool standard. Yeah, I think this rarity is just fine. I don't feel we need the vault every run. But lowering it from rare to unusual, I think will be good. Alright, and this is going to be our final room. We can get the dining room, the drawing room, or the bunk room. Out of these three, none of them really matter. We can't move anywhere, unfortunately. I'm just taking a look to make sure. And just so you guys can see real quick. So that was the downside of putting the garage there, is that it did block off, like, this whole section. It was the most space. But that's okay. This has still been a really good run, everybody. I'm very happy with this run. I don't really think it matters at this point, but let's go with the dining room, I suppose. And that'll probably have to do. Hey, at least now we're not short on steps, am I right? Okay. So I know I still don't have my, I know I still don't have my camera up, but that's because I want to ask Femzy. With this layout, and with the items we have, is there anything I could be doing before we end the run? I'll put the camera on after Femzy answers. And if it's something I don't know, you can just say no. If it's something we haven't gotten to yet, that's okay. But we did get all the way through grade 5. There's 3 more classrooms we could have used. But we didn't really get any rerolls this game. So, look, with this layout, with the items we have, is there anything we can do that we know about? If I don't know about the puzzle yet, feel free to say no. But with this layout, with these items, is there anything else I can do before I call it a day? Didn't find the pool, so no pump room. Nothing I know about right now. Fantastic. Okay. So I will do what Femzy suggested. And actually, before I do that, let me just turn my webcam back on. And let's see. There really isn't a good place for me to put my webcam, unfortunately. That's okay. We can just keep hiding it. Maybe I'll have to get a command for that. Let me go to... Let's see, yeah, let's go down... Let's go down and we'll end the day in the bedroom. Ah, I stole my money! How dare it. Yeah, I really think the Chamber of Mirrors was not a good pick in hindsight. Not the best decision there. Alright, and we'll call it a day here. And I think this is going to be the final run of the evening. It is... I've been going now for almost 8 hours, which is awesome. Hey YouTube, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Definitely click that bell if you want to see more alerts of when the next video will drop. And of course, feel free to leave a comment down below to let me know what you thought. All interaction would be greatly appreciated, and thank you very much for your support. You can also find me on pretty much every other major platform, including on Twitch and Blue Sky. So definitely go check it out. Give me a follow everywhere, and thank you very much for watching.